Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Cancer, February 27, 2022. Venus moves in your privacy sector today, where it will stay for an extended time. While Venus transits usually last 3 to 4 weeks, this one will last over 4 months, and because it precedes the booster transit of Venus in your sign, it can seem like a long wait ahead. However, it's a good cycle for processing recent events and current feelings, lasting until March 6th. This can be a time for laying low, generally speaking, and enjoying more time to yourself. Getting extra rest can flatter you. You may be supporting someone or getting help from others behind the scenes. Later in December, when Venus is retrograde here, there can be a reassessment of a relationship or some spiritual longing and attachment to the past or a complicated setup. Or, you can be looking at your life, feelings, and relationships in a new light during this cycle. Are you ready to get started on your career goals? Today, Mercury enters transformative Scorpio, which ignites brainy power in your career and accomplishments. Mercury can help you get organized with your professional endeavors. You may feel more inclined to come up with a game plan to prioritize how you want to reach new heights in your career. Mercury's communicative prowess could even encourage you to spend more time connecting with influential professionals. Since Venus enters enterprising Capricorn, your subconscious mind is all about building powerful connections for your professional development. Whenever the moon returns to your career sector each month, it will always form a friendly aspect to Neptune in your income sector, leaving you with insight and a boost in confidence on both fronts. That is the case with the visit that wraps up today, but this time, with a lot more promise and potential ahead on both fronts. Your system has been hoping for a transit like the one occurring now, whether you know it or not. The influence of the positions of the planets will help you organize your wellness program for the next few months. The time is now to focus on your body, internally as well as externally. You will be able to think about what you eat from a digestive perspective as well as a "how do I look" perspective. Learn to eat what is easy to digest. Mercury doesn't just leave an adventurous part of your chart in order to not only return to your career sector today, but to capitalize on a new moon that is just running its course, but to end all planetary activity here. Over 3 months after Venus returns to fuel a new desire for adventure, Mercury wraps up all planetary activity, but not before leaving you with the means to turn your bucket list into a game plan. With your professional year catching its second wind, it is important to hold on to a sense of wanderlust, curiosity, and adventure. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, is settling into her first full day in a nostalgic part of your chart and into a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane, the moon returns to the social and serendipitous part of your chart that she left yesterday. This is giving you the best of both worlds, while listening to your gut could lead to serendipitous moments and/or encounters. You're feeling the call to take charge of the situation, and you're following your instincts. For instance, before the moon wraps up in transformative Scorpio via your bossy 10th house of authority, it will form a sweet sextile to transformative Pluto via your unconscious 12th house of closure, dreams, karma, and all things behind the scenes. What are you ready to release? What is no longer serving your highest good? The moon's square to Jupiter in your sign could be the reason you suddenly rebel or make an erratic decision, so the key is to remain focused. Your tarot reading for today. The Sun, the High Priestess, and the Tower. The cards highlight the feelings of a person for whom you are very important. This is a man you don't know very well, but who seems to have attached himself to you emotionally. You have met him several times without paying attention. He seemed to you to be busy, remote, and even indifferent. Yet he would like to be closer to you and make you like him, but up until now, circumstances have not given him the opportunity. He is in a different social environment to you, and so his interactions with you are quite rare. His feelings for you are now an issue and represent an opportunity for you to renew your emotional life. You have seemed preoccupied recently and felt anxious about the future. Yet you have a lot of potential, and the cards evoke great human qualities. You need your family and friends to feel truly happy, but they do not always understand the distress you are in, and anyway, you don't want to bother them with your problems. Fortunately, this situation should not last, since a new dynamic is moving into your life. This should help you regain the confidence that you had before and the natural optimism that represents you so well. Your draw evokes a lot of questions, but shows something essential. Things will evolve positively in your life. This new trend should enable you to make new resolutions and, on the emotional level, to reconnect with the pleasure of sharing a lasting relationship with a man. Our eyes in the sky. Even though there are no problems in sight, you might be longing for some excitement in your relationships, and this could lead you to stir up some drama with your partner or friends. Instead of stirring the pot in your love relationship, try spicing things up in the bedroom or in your messages with your partner. Keep in mind that we're all trying to find order in the midst of chaos. Don't make too many lists full of tasks that you know you can't finish. Be mindful of the amount of work you take on now to avoid burnout. Only start what you can complete right away. Our minds are running a mile a minute, as are our mouths. Think before you express yourself to avoid misunderstandings with others. Also, don't accidentally spill the beans on a situation that you know little about but are viewing from the sidelines. That way, you can avoid accidentally making things worse. Finally, instead of thinking with your analytical mind about everything, try trusting your intuition. This might be hard for you to do at first, but you'll be able to lean into your instincts if you have faith in yourself and your decision-making. The answers are within. In waking life, this is an aspect where decadence or tendencies towards excess can create problems, but we're likely to miss its most adverse effects while we sleep. Morality tales may factor into our dreams. If awake, we might be enterprising at the expense of common sense, willing to barter something away in an optimistic frame of mind. We believe we're orienting ourselves towards progress when we're really aligning ourselves with someone else's idealistic hunch. Aim to curb any greedy or materialistic thinking. In the morning, the moon forms a trine to Mercury, making for easy communication. Bluntness is a quality here, but others see our dialogues as refreshingly forthcoming. Our instincts steer us correctly now, as our emotions are well balanced with our intellect. The moon falls into a short void following this transit, so we're better off sticking to the friends and networks we know now. Enjoy this influence without attempting to hunt for new connections.